Hello, I'm Ty Mason of the DiabetesCouncil.com, researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. I want to emphasize that my perspective is coming from one with type 2 and not type 1 diabetes. Our channel is primarily for those with type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. Today, I want to answer the question, how can my doctor tell if I have pre-diabetes? After you watch the video today, I invite you to check out the description box for my new ebook. This is one of the most comprehensive diabetes meal planning books you'll find anywhere. It contains diabetes-friendly meals and recipes for different goals, such as 800 to 1800 calories per day meal plans, diabetes meal planning tips and tricks. There are also tons of diabetes-friendly recipes for everyone. The American Diabetes Association recommends that blood glucose screening for adults begin at age 45, but they offer a suggestion to have it sooner if you are overweight and have additional risk factors for pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, there are several blood tests for pre-diabetes. I'm going to give you those today. The first one is an A1C test, sometimes called the Glycated hemoglobin test. This test indicates your average blood sugar level for the past 2 to 3 months. Specifically, the test measures the percentage of blood sugar attached to the oxygen-carrying protein in the red blood cells, your hemoglobin. The higher your blood sugar levels, the more hemoglobin you'll have with sugar attached. In general, an A1C level below 5.7% is considered normal. Now, for you as a pre-diabetes person, your A1C level would be between 5.7 and 6.4%. Anything above 6.4 is considered type 2 diabetes. Now, certain conditions can make the A1C test inaccurate, such as if you are pregnant or have an uncommon form of hemoglobin, called a hemoglobin variant. There's also a fasting blood sugar test. A blood sample is taken after you fast for at least 8 hours or overnight. Now, in general, a fasting blood sugar level below 100 milligrams is considered normal. Now, some people, and especially if you're watching this in a country other than the U.S., they use millimoles. So if you're on the millimole system per liter, it's 5.6 is considered normal. Now, a fasting blood sugar level of 100 to 125 milligrams per deciliter, or 5.6 to 7.0 millimoles, is considered pre-diabetes. This is the result sometimes is also called impaired fasting glucose. A fasting blood sugar level of 126 or higher, or 7.0 millimoles or higher, indicates type 2 diabetes. Another test that is sometimes utilized is the oral glucose tolerance test. Now, this test is usually used to diagnose diabetes only during pregnancy. However, some doctors use it for other purposes. A blood sample is taken after you fast for at least 8 hours. Then you'll drink a very sugary solution, and your blood sugar level will be measured again in 2 hours. Now, in general, if your blood sugar is less than 140 or 7.8 millimoles, that's normal. A blood sugar level from 140 to 199 milligrams per deciliter, or 7.8 to 11 millimoles, is considered pre-diabetes. This is sometimes referred to again as impaired glucose tolerance. A blood sugar level of 200 or higher, or 11.1 millimoles or higher, then it's type 2 diabetes. If you have pre-diabetes, further testing may be needed, at least once a year. Your doctor will likely check your fasting blood sugar, your hemoglobin A1C. They'll also probably check your total cholesterol, HDL and LDL, and your triglycerides. Testing might occur more frequently if you have additional risk factors for diabetes. Now, I do want to mention a little bit about children and pre-diabetes testing. With type 2 diabetes becoming more common in children and adolescents, It's likely due to the rise in childhood obesity, and the ADA recommends prediabetes testing for children who are overweight and who have at least 2 other risk factors for type 2 diabetes. Now, these factors include a family history of type 2 diabetes, race. Children who are African American, Hispanic, or Native American are at higher risk. Sex and age. Type 2 diabetes is more common among girls than boys. A diagnosis of childhood type 2 diabetes often occurs during puberty, and sometimes as early as age 10. If your child had a low birth weight, or being born to a mother who had gestational diabetes. The ranges of blood sugar levels considered normal, prediabetes, and diabetes are the same for children as well as adults. Children who have prediabetes should be tested annually for type 2, or more often if the child experiences a change in weight or develops signs or symptoms of diabetes such as increased thirst, increased urination, fatigue, or blurred vision. Don't forget to get my new ebook, and please subscribe to our channel for many more videos like this one in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ty Mason.